Hi everyone, it's Cindy, and I am bringing you my week 13 of the CW Planner Collage Challenge with Marguerite Miller. And let me tell you what we need for this week. I've got bits and pieces and varieties of stuff. I'm not sure exactly which I'm going to use. We'll see how that goes along. One thing I do know I want to use, we're supposed to have a photo. And, oops, there. I plan to use this one. It's one of the photos that I got off of the digital sheet I got from 3 Insistent Dogs on Etsy. And when I printed it out, my printer was just about out of ink. I have the instant ink program with HP where they, your printer talks with your, with HP and it tells them when you need ink. But I was just getting set up with it. I didn't have it in control. So I printed out with sort of this lavender blue dilly shade. And as I was pulling out some other things, I was trying to decide which photo to use. There were 4 photos on the page, plus I had another photo here that I thought about using. And it just became clear that this is one I was supposed to use. So a photo. We're supposed to have a geometric shape. And in some things that I had bought from Diane at a Pretty Pink Cottage, she had sent me a couple of these pieces to a puzzle. I think it was called Planet Earth because that's what it says there. So, yeah, turn my light over this way a little bit. Yeah. So I peeled off one of they're you know, pretty hefty chipboard, and I peeled the piece off of this one so that I can glue it down and it will be less bulky. I don't know if I use the back or not. I don't think I need both, but we'll see. Then we're also supposed to have a something you can see through the window, and I dug this out. It's a tea-dyed CD envelope with an acrylic window, and I plan to put the photo in there, and I'm going to back the photo with some of this pretty paper that I had dug out. I just printed it after I got my new ink the other day, and it's from, these were from 12 Papers on Etsy, and I bought the package, the digital package back probably 2 years ago. I was working on a lavender journal and needed more paper, so the whole, every paper in the pack is lavender. It's really pretty. Anyway, and I liked, because we're also supposed to have lines, and so I like that this has lines. And in fact, I'm going to use the biggest part of that paper for my background. You know, I like to have a background piece, so I'm going to put that on there like that. And then have this going in the other direction behind my photo, I believe. I think that's what I had figured out. You can just see behind the photo the nothingness top and bottom out like that. Then we're supposed to have ticket stubs, and I'll tell you what, I was a little I never know what they mean by ticket stubs. Are these tickets or ticket stubs? To me, a stub is that little part that they tear off when they rip your ticket in half. I don't want to do that, so I have these 2 stamps that I bought, and I do not remember the name of the shop. I would have to look it up, and I'll try to remember to do that. And she made these for me custom because I wanted these specific words, faith and wisdom. And so I decided to use those. And then there's just a vintage carnival ticket that I dug out to put with it to give it some color. And then we're supposed to have something with typewriter text. And I couldn't find anything easily. I do have stamps that are typewriter text, but they're big. They're like 1 inch square for each letter, and I thought that wasn't really fun. So I do have other stamps as well that have typewriter text. And one day I was cleaning stuff up off my desk and found so I had a bunch of scraps from a project I was working on, and then I had these stamps, and I just stamped them up on these scraps, and, you know, made them so I could just cut them out and use them. And these say date and time, and yeah. Actually, they all say date, and then at the end, this one says notes, but it is in a typewriter font. So, an old style typewriter font. And then for the lines, I wasn't sure if I wanted to count these vertical stripes in the wallpapery paper. And also in that little pile of papers that I had printed out the other day was some vintage receipts. And somehow in the scanning of it, it's in two pieces. One of the receipts is in two pieces, and the bottom half of it is right here. And that's how it printed. There's just a space between it and the top half. You're supposed to match them up, I guess. But anyway, that's just a perfect little set of lines. So I thought that might come in handy to be in my background. And before I thought all that, my background stamps are sitting here because I don't know what to do with them since I rearranged some things. And I have a line stamp, and I was kind of thinking maybe I would use that to throw on my background. So that's what I was thinking. And so let's get started. I'll get this down first. Seems like a very good place to start. And I dug out Seedless Preserve's Distress Oxide to sort of bring everything together. I'm going to do some edging. And I definitely wanted to do it on this. So, yeah. So not much going on the last few days. My nephew was here, or still is here. He's leaving in the morning. He and I are 7 months apart, so we've been good friends all our lives. And he actually he lives in North Carolina now, and his daughter lives in New York. She needs a new car, and Jeff and his wife, her stepmother, are selling her stepmother's car, a Volvo, dirt cheap. And so, yeah. I'm knocking stuff over right and left here. I thought I would just go ahead. I don't think I'm going to bother edging that, but what I really wanted to do it to was the photo and these pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So anyway, so it was nice to see him. We had a nice visit with him a couple of different times. My husband's been out running around with him. Jeff was actually best man in our wedding. So they've been friends forever. And Jeff comes up, my brother-in-law, his dad, lives here still. And he's 82, maybe 83. Anyway, he's around there. And Jeff gets worried about him, and he comes up whenever he can, and he'll spend a few days making sure there's no home repairs they need to have done, or like this time, Dan's been complaining about not being able to get channels on his TV, so Jeff fiddled around with it. He finally just said, "Dad, it's your TV. It's too old." He needs to have one of those boxes, and that's extra money from the cable company, and, you know, you already pay enough to the cable company. I think anything to do with that cable phone is the most outrageous thing. They just seem to be so expensive. Gosh. Anyway, so my husband and Jeff took the old TV to the dump, where they'll take them for free, and then maybe some of this too, and then they went to Walmart and they bought the man a new TV. And they went back to the house and got him all set up, remote in hand, and he's a happy man for a while. So, yeah. He's been here since, I don't know, Thursday, I guess. And he stays down with my other sister, his Aunt Hazel. All the kids love their Aunt Hazel. And she has the room for him. He'd have to sleep on a rollaway cot in our living room if he stayed here, but there. So we're all ready to go. And let's get rocking and rolling on this thing. So Jeff and I went to school together. We didn't in elementary school. They lived in the Hepburn, Cumming school district. and I was in the Franklin Elementary School area. So we didn't go to the same elementary school, but we did from junior high on. And, well, yeah, junior and senior high. And his sister's only a year younger than he is, so we've always been pretty close too. She lives in North Carolina as well, but she lives out on the Outer Banks, and Jeff lives near Charlotte. So Jeff is retired like me, and we talk a lot more often than I do to his sister because she's still a working woman and has a family at home and all that kind of stuff. Her grandson lives with her, and he's just finishing up college or high school this year. He's a high school senior. And so, yeah. So anyway, it was nice to have the time with him in person. We talk on the phone probably at least once a week, sometimes 2 or 3 times. Like this week, and him getting ready to come up here, we talked a few times. He asked if he could park that's the story I started to tell you. He brought the Volvo up for his daughter he has a car carrier that he pulls with his pickup, and he wanted to know if he could park that in our driveway. So, okay, that's that down. That looks pretty, doesn't it? And then I want to put this on here. Yeah, like that. Should have something behind this before I get in trouble. Have glue everywhere. I don't think I want to do that. I'm center it up on this piece. So it's centered up in the envelope with the window. Oh shoot, I think I did that wrong. Well, not enough shows it matters. Okay, so there's that. And I think I might want to do just that. Center it up there. Let's see what we think after we get done here. Well, let's put your piano. And we've got words, so date, notes. I'm going to put a date on there. I could just use notes. And let's click on this. So yeah, so Jeff was here. We had him up. He's been here a few times, and of course he's got my husband out of the house, getting him doing some things, so that's always good. And let's see, talked to my niece the other day. This is one of Jeff's cousins, not his sister or anything. And then stick my geometric shape like that. So a way it's gonna fit better. What you think? Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. What else do I have? I think I have everything there. What you think? Oh, these. I want to put these in here. My tickets. My tickets. and see, I thought about this whole thing with this photo, with this collection of, I'm assuming they're siblings, but they're all little gray heads, and so we assume that they have some wisdom, and we'll just assume also that they have faith. I don't know. And let's see, I'll throw this one in just because I'm sure they've had fun a time or two. Maybe do that like that. No, I don't like that. I don't like it all matchy like that. Maybe put that one like that. Yeah, okay. Let's get to it. So it is about 3 a.m. and I just got awake. I had to go to the bathroom and then I couldn't get back to sleep, so I thought maybe I'd make a video and get this out of the way. And just heard my husband in the bathroom. So I don't know. Are you awake, babe?
No, I just had to be here.
Okay. He's not awake, he says. So that's good. Yesterday morning he was awake at 4 a.m. What, babe?
Who are you talking to now?
I'm doing a video, you silly man.
Why are you telling him your husband's in the bathroom and you're doing a video? You don't say stuff like that.
Now he's having a fit because I'm talking to you guys about him being in the bathroom. Anyway. So. I don't know how much you heard of that, but we'll see. I think I will use smart glitter glue to put this down. Just because it's bulky. A little shot right there. Place hopefully. I did move that over after I looked at it. Can you tell? Let's see. Yeah, I can get like that too. Now, let's think about this. I don't know. I don't know where that's going to end up. I'm still not happy with it. Oops. Now this is supposed to be glued on with the glue stick, and I got carried away. I'd probably better use the art glitter glue anyway. Let's see. wonder if I'm mumbling, if you're not even going to be able to hear me. Let's hope. Okay, now what about this guy? Maybe, I don't know. Could just follow sort of a visual trail down those and put it like that. Guess that's what I'll do. So there it is. That's my page. I think I might hit the outside edge. No, get in there. With some seedless preserves, just to tie the whole thing together. But yeah, that's it. I like it. I think it's pretty. I wasn't even thinking, but that's typewriter text too, so I've got it all over the place. I wasn't planning to do all that, but now I better act like I meant to. Just around there. Nope, that wasn't quite what I had in mind, but it's not bad. I don't hate it. So that's my collage for the 13th week. So please like, comment, subscribe, come back, and we'll see you real soon.